Everything you need to know for APCSA in Unit 1, Primitive Types, starting now. The main method has a format public static void main string args, as where Java programs compile and run whatever is in its curly brackets from top to bottom. Without this, nothing will show up on the console. Always end statements with a semicolon. This tells the compiler that it's the end of the line and will justify and run whatever is typed. To print something out on a new line, you can use system.out.println, open close parentheses, and in the parentheses you can put in a string literal, variable name, or a mix of both. Same thing goes for system.out.print, open close parentheses, without the ln, but this prints on the same line. Though system.out.println is typically used the most often. If you type println, then print succeedingly, the two will print on separate lines. If you type print, then println succeedingly, the two will print on the same line. The equal sign in Java means the right side's value is assigned to the left side. Four common primitive data types APCSA uses are int, double, boolean, and char. These all store actual values. Data types are used in variables, which have a type, name, and value. Variables are case sensitive. The variable declaration must match the value type. Variables must start with a letter, $, or underscore, and the rest of its name can have letters, numbers, or underscores. These are usually written in lower camel case. One common reference data type APCSA uses is a string, which resembles an address of what the variable refers to and is stored in memory. You must have double quotes to declare a string value and can use the addition operator to concatenate strings and/or variables. In Java, you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers. You can even take the modulus by dividing two numbers and taking its remainder. Order of operations still apply when calculating arithmetic expressions, and dividing by 0 will cause an error. Integer division is when you divide by an int, and the result is either whole or truncated. If you divide a number using a double, the result will be a double value. There is another way to increment or decrement by 1, and that is using double addition signs or double minus signs right after the variable name. A shortcut you can use when using arithmetic operators is to use the variable name that needs to be changed, the arithmetic operator followed by an equal sign, then the value that needs to do the changing. Before getting input from a user, which is directed in the console, you need to import java.util.scanner or java.util.asterisk. Next, you need to initialize the scanner by typing scanner input equals new scanner system.in in parentheses. To actually get user input, you want to take the variable name, then .next, then line for strings, ints for integers, and double for decimals, all with open and close parentheses, which then you would create a new variable to store the user input. If you want to print a string after you use input.next int or input.next double, you want to immediately type input.next line on the next line to clear the buffer. This is the case because next line reads from the same line as next int or next double, so you want to create a new line to start printing out new values. Casting turns something of one data type into another data type. Java will cast an int to a double automatically, but not a double to an int, hence why dividing with a double value gives you a double answer. Make sure to cast to the same type as the variable declaration type, as you can cast anywhere within the expression. You can round to the nearest number using casting by adding 0.5 to the value, then casting the whole thing to an int. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.